On April 1st, 2026, yes, April Fool's Day, 12,000 IT professionals in India woke up to an email. And what happened next was no joke. But what most people missed is that this event, the one you heard about, wasn't even the real story. Okay, let's get into this, because what's happening quietly behind the scenes at India's largest IT firms is a massive structural shift, and you absolutely need to understand it.
It arrived at 6 in the morning. No warning, no conversation with a manager. The email was signed simply Oracle Leadership, and it said their role had been eliminated. Just goodbye. This moment, it really set the tone for a new, very impersonal reality. But you have to understand, Oracle was just the tip of the iceberg. It was a single visible symptom of a much, much larger condition that's affecting the entire industry. You see, while the headlines were all focused on Oracle, over 80,000 tech jobs were cut globally, and that was just in the first 90 days of 2026. Now, this isn't a rumor. This is data pulled from official regulatory filings. What we're seeing is a systemic purge, and it's happening at a scale and a speed we just haven't seen before. And the reason for it? Well, that's what's truly new here.
And here's the part that changes the entire game, the official reason given for these cuts. According to company filings, 47.9%, that's nearly half of all these job cuts, are officially attributed to one thing: artificial intelligence. Let that sink in. This isn't about a bad market or a downturn. This is about technological replacement.
So let's bring this home to India. Look at TCS, our country's largest IT employer. They lost 23,460 employees in fiscal year 2026. In fact, in just 2 quarters, their total headcount dropped by over 30,000 people. This is not some routine efficiency drive. No, this is a deep structural transformation. And the way it's being done, that's the part nobody is talking about. So this brings us to the core of what's really happening behind closed doors. It's a phenomenon that doesn't show up in layoff trackers. It's happening every single day to people who might not even realize it's part of a larger strategy. It's called silent firing. Now, let's be very clear about this. Silent firing is not a layoff. It's a managed exit. It's designed to look like a resignation. What companies do is they systematically apply pressure, making the work environment so uncertain and stressful that employees feel forced to leave on their own. And the result? This keeps the official layoff numbers down, but still achieves a massive reduction in headcount.
So here's how it actually works. Step 1, your project ends and you're put on the bench. But here's the catch. Instead of the usual 30, 60, maybe even 90 days to find a new project, that bench period has been quietly cut down to just 15 days. On day 16, you get a call. It's for a performance conversation. Soon after that, you're gently encouraged to consider a voluntary separation. You sign the papers, and your exit is officially recorded as voluntary attrition. You just disappear from the workforce.
So what does this mean for you, personally? Right now, these are the signals you need to be watching for. If your company's bench period suddenly gets shorter, that is not a coincidence. If your manager was let go and was never replaced, believe me, that is not a simple budget decision. If your appraisal is delayed with no good reason, that is a signal. These are the early warning signs that the system around you is being reduced, not because of your performance, but because your role itself is becoming redundant. Okay, we have to understand the why behind all of this, because what we're witnessing, and corporate communications teams are trying very hard to avoid saying this, is not a temporary cost-cutting measure. It's a permanent role replacement strategy, and that changes everything.
Let's be perfectly clear here. This is not downsizing. This is replacement. Downsizing is temporary. Jobs usually come back when the market recovers. Replacement is permanent. AI tools are taking over specific functions, and those traditional jobs are not coming back. Think about it. Every company that's laying people off, Oracle, TCS, Accenture, is also investing billions in new AI infrastructure. They aren't shrinking. They are splitting the workforce into 2 groups, those who can leverage AI and those who will be replaced by it.
Okay, you've heard the problem. Now let's talk about the solution. And this isn't just generic advice. These are the 5 specific, actionable skills that are already separating the survivors from the eliminated inside Indian IT right now. This is how you build your defense. Let's break these down quickly. 1. Prompt engineering and AI tool orchestration. This just means you're the person who can command AI tools to get the best results. If you can't use something like GitHub Copilot to work faster, your manager already knows you're falling behind. 2. AI augmented testing. Manual testing is dying. Your survival depends on designing strategies for AI-powered testing tools, not just running them. 3. Data literacy and AI output validation. AI makes mistakes. The most valuable person in the room is the one who can spot when the AI is wrong and explain why. 4. AI project management. Projects are now run by human-AI hybrid teams. You have to be the one who can lead this new dynamic. And finally, 5. Client-facing AI advisory. Clients are confused and frankly scared about AI. The person who can walk in and explain how to use it safely and effectively becomes irreplaceable. So, I want you to ask yourself this one question this week. And not theoretically. Really do it. Go through your daily tasks and audit your own role. Be brutally honest with yourself. Which parts could an AI do right now? If you can't answer that question, you don't really understand your own risk. This is the first step you have to take towards building a real defense.
5 hours. That's what I want you to commit to. Just 5 hours. Pick one AI tool that's relevant to your job and spend 5 focused hours this week actually using it on a real task. 5 hours. That is the difference between the person who gets that email at 6 a.m. and the person who ends up training the team that replaces them. The people who get hurt in these disruptions are not the least capable, they are simply the most unprepared. Your preparation starts now.